Well, now, I thought I was looking pretty spiffy, but y'all are looking pretty fabulous yourself. I would love to take a picture of you, and that would give me the opportunity to try out my brand new iPhone 8. Oh, you didn't know the iPhone 8 was out now? Well, I did, and I have one. Got it today. I got the soft shell, the one that's the senior edition. It's made for clumsy folks like me. And I must admit that I do tend to get a bit of the butterfingers every now and then. Now I imagine that doctors would prefer to refer to it as something like arthritis or even joint inflammation, you know, some kind of medical or technical term like that. But I just prefer to call it exactly what it is. It's just a simple case of the dropsies, right? Well, anyway, I met this fella over in the Walmart parking lot, and he was telling me all about the brand new iPhone 8. And well, you know, when he told me that I could take pictures with it, well, I knew right then and there that I would just have to have one. You see, I got to be taking pictures of that little grandson of mine. Oh, but I'll tell you more about him later. But you know, I can never get enough pictures of him. And I imagine that if you have grandchildren or children or maybe nieces or nephews, or you might have a dog or a cat maybe, or maybe even a gerbil, then you probably know exactly what I mean. Well, anyway, this fella told me that I could even take Panasonic pictures with it. You know, the ones where you turn with the camera and you get a picture of everybody and everything all in one shot. And they don't even have to move. You, the picture taker, you just move. Well, that was a wonderful thing to me. And then you know how the iPhone 6 was bigger than the 5, and then the 7 was bigger than the 6. Well, now the 8 is even bigger. And guess what? It comes in a lot of more colors too. I got mine in pink to match my outfit, because you know I love to coordinate. Because I'm cool like that. Well, and to put icing on the cake, that fine gentleman that I met over in the Walmart parking lot, he even threw in the Bluetooth for free. Now, you know, it felt like it was Christmas Day right there in the middle of that Walmart parking lot in the middle of summer. Well, now I'm going to take y'all's picture now, so smile for the camera. I'm going to do the Panasonic view. Now, you don't have to move. I'll just move the camera around and get the picture. There, I think I got it. But you know, there's one little slight problem. You see, that nice little gentleman, he didn't tell me how to get my films out of the camera so I can take them down and get them developed and see my pictures. So I'm just going to have to take a trip back over to the little Walmart parking lot and find that gentleman and get some more instructions. I'll let you know what develops. Now, I'm just going on and on and on like we know each other. And pardon me, I'm just going to have to back up a little bit and say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Shucks, I don't hardly know what time it is. You know, these numbers on this here watch, they keep getting smaller and smaller every time I look at them. Ain't technology amazing? That's right, I blames everything on technology. But you know, it could be just a bad watch, because I noticed that about 6 months out of the year, my watch is running about an hour behind. And then sometimes other parts of the year, it's right on time. So it may be a little glitch in the watch. But anyway, you know, I do have to say that I'm a bit challenge kind of in that way. In fact, all of that technology, well, I wouldn't understand the half of it if it wasn't for my grandson. But I'll tell you more about him a little bit later. Now, before I go any further, please allow me to introduce myself. You see, my friends and my neighbors, they quite often refer to me as Miss Ree. And there's one very important reason for that. Because that's my name. It's amazing how that works out like that. But anyway, so how am I looking today? Oh, you don't have to say a thing. I know I got it going on. At least that's what my grandson tells us. You know, me and my peeps. I learned that from my grandson too. My peeps, my girlfriends, why it's Emma and Gracie and Jolene. Oh, we like to get all gutsied up on Friday night. That's when we put on our Sunday go to meeting clothes, pretty much like what I have on now. And then we go down to the senior center. Oh, and we have ourselves a good time. Now, to tell you the truth, it's Friday afternoon, but it just sounds more cool when you say Friday night. And for me, for all intents and purposes, if it's after 2 p.m., then it might as well be nighttime. Oh, but we girls, Friday is when things really jump off, and we girls really do like to have a good time. And that's when we get together and we go down to the senior center for a little B&B. That's right, boogie and bingo. Oh, we do have ourselves a mighty fine time because we love to get our boogie on. Oh, don't let the gray hair fool you. I still got a little pep in my step, a little glide in my stride. Oh, we have ourselves a good time. But I gotta tell you, that Gracie, now she is always starting something. She's a mean one, she is. She's got a mean streak a mile long. Now the thing is that she knows that I got aches and pains, and I don't mind telling folks about them. But only if they ask, because you see, I don't volunteer no types of information. But if they ask, well, then I got to let them know. But you know how it is. We'll be hanging around the senior center because we like to get there early. And a lot of times, a lot of folks are not there yet. It's not that crowded. And you know how it is when you go to one of these big whoop-de-doos and it's not a lot of people there. You're waiting for everybody to slowly gather in. So we'll be standing around, and it seems like it'll be at that moment when it is just so quiet, and then Gracie will yell out across the room, "Hey, Ree, what's ailing you today?" Well, it's not like I'm not standing right there next to her, but she done asked, and now I got to tell him. So I says, I think it's my neck, but I feel a little twinge in my shoulders. It might be this old back, but I tell you, I feel something in these old knees. Oh, it's in my neck, my shoulders, my back, my knees. I said my neck, my shoulders, my back, my knees. Arthur, oh, Arthur. I break it down one time. Arthur. Oh, now that's arthritis, y'all. Now that's how we spend our Friday nights. I'd love to tell you a little bit more about my grandson, but you know what? I am out of time. So thanks for listening to my story. Bye-bye.